Yo, what is poppin' YouTube? It is your boy B here, bringing you guys another video here today. I am finally back, man. I am out here self-quarantining myself during this whole COVID-19 epic pandemic. But I'm back here, man. I hope everybody's out there staying safe during the whole COVID-19 thing, this whole coronavirus thing. Older people, please make sure you guys are staying away from these younger kids, especially the ones who aren't really taking this serious. Please make sure everybody is washing their hands, using hand sanitizer. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight into the video. I just wanted to offer that little bit of advice there and tell everybody to stay out there and be safe. We finally have some PS5 news and the full specs of the PS5, guys. And I'll tell you right off the bat, it isn't as powerful as the Xbox Series X. I will give the Xbox that in terms of hardware. But as we all know, the PS5 was able to make, or the PS4 was able to make better looking games than all the Xbox games, and the Xbox had better power and better performance basically. So I think it's going to be the same with this whole PS5 and Xbox Series X. If you guys, like I said, graphics, we were actually, we were making better looking games than, the Xbox this whole entire, basically past 4 years. So I don't think it's going to be any different. But the PS5, some of the specs and features that it will come with. The PS5 will feature a custom 8-core AMD Zen 2 CPU, clocked at 3.5 gigahertz, and a custom GPU based on AMD's RDNA architecture hardware that promises 10.28 teraflops and 36 compute units, clocked in at 2.3 gigahertz. It will also have 16 gigabytes of GDDR6 RAM and a custom 825 gigabyte SSD that Sony has previously promised will offer super fast loading times and gameplay. Now, this is just the basic console for PS5. This isn't the, gonna be like the PS5 Pro. So, obviously performance will get better with the PS5 Pro. Same with the new Xboxes that'll come out because they always release, multiple versions of the shit. But that's it right there. So one of the biggest technical updates of the PS5 was already announced, which was, the switch to the SSD. With SSD, it's going to allow for way faster load times. And, those download times for updates and patches and all that, going to be way faster. We're not going to have to wait, fucking 35 years and do all this copying like PS4 has to do. We're actually just going to be able to hop straight into our games and download shit really fast. And that's going to be a big W for the next gen consoles. I'm planning on getting both consoles just because I want to be able to play both exclusives on both consoles because, I am a YouTuber. And, I do like to bring you guys a whole lot of content. So it's like I do want to bring you guys that content on both platforms. So in order to do that, I have to buy both consoles. Now, basically with that being said, I'm going to be able to actually provide you guys here with some comparison to the Xbox Series X. The specs that they have. So in the Xbox Series X, they are offering a 3.8 gigahertz processor and a GPU with 12 teraflops and 52 compute units, each clocked in on 1.825 gigahertz, 16 gigabytes of RAM, I believe, or 16 gigabytes of GDDR6 RAM, and a 1 terabyte SSD. Now, the specs aren't too much different. So, to be honest, you're not really going to notice it. You're not really going to see it. I don't care who the fuck you are. You're not going to see this shit. You're not going to see really a difference in performance because of the way PS5 has designed everything to work out. So, in the PS5, what basically is going to happen with our CPU in the PS5, basically, the CPU and the GPU, they'll be running at variable frequencies. Basically, the frequency that of the hardware that runs, it's going to vary based on the CPU and GPU. So basically, any unused CPU power will be shifted to the GPU, basically boosting the graphics. Now, I don't know if Xbox has that feature in their console, but basically, if a certain game doesn't require so much CPU, and basically all that unused CPU is just doing nothing in our Sony PS5, what it's going to do is it's actually going to help boost the graphics. That's going to go to the GPU. So for people who don't know what the CPU and GPU do, the CPU is basically to allow itself to run multiple, tasks at once. The GPU is basically your graphics card. So basically any unused CPU power, when we're not using multiple tasks, we're just playing a game, you don't really need multiple tasks for that. A game is just, for the GPU. The CPU, that unused CPU is going to go to that GPU. So it's going to boost our graphics and make things look a lot better. As we know, Sony PS5, our controllers are going to be a lot different. I can't wait to see what the actual console looks like. If we got the full specs now, we may be able to actually see what the console looks like maybe in the next month or two, hopefully. I know this whole COVID-19 thing has been delaying a lot of things in, Japan and all that other stuff where Sony is at. But, hopefully they do. I know like a lot more countries have been getting better with this whole COVID-19 thing. I know it's hit the United States pretty hard, recently, but we'll be okay. But hopefully we get to see what that console looks like soon. And Sony pretty much already announced some other technical details. I'm pretty sure these are the full Sony PS5 details. They may have some more stuff coming out, so it may not be the full. Who knows? But they did make some smaller announcements. It's going to support 8K and 4K gaming. A lot of us can't really afford 8K TVs right now, monitors. So a lot of us want people to abuse that 8K. But we are going to get 120 hertz. So if you guys don't have a 120 hertz monitor that's running at like a 1 millisecond response time, you should start investing in that so you can get the full capability of the PS4 or the PS5. Sorry, I keep saying PS4. The PS5 and the Xbox Series X graphics, and it's also going to have that 3D audio for better immersive sound. And then there's going to be an optional low power consumption mode, and then there's going to be backwards compatibility for the PS4 and the PS5. So the PS5 will be able to play PS4 games and so on and so forth. Also, we do know on the controller for the PS5, it is going to have that new, that new little trigger system and all that other stuff. I believe they were called adaptive triggers or some shit, where basically if you're shooting a bow and arrow, it's going to like, it's basically, you're going to be able to pull the triggers to make it like seem like it's some weird. You got to look it up. I can't really explain it here. It's very complicated, but that's the technology that Sony's coming out with. So anyway, y'all, this has been No Which Way Be Man. Those are basically the full specs of the PS5. You guys let me know in the comment section below if you guys are excited for this PS5. I think that PS5, even with lower hardware, it's still going to outperform the Xbox Series X, and we're still going to have better looking games like we did already. The Xbox had way better performance than the PS4 and the PS4 Pro, but we still have better looking graphics, and our games ran smoother in my opinion. Anyway, y'all, this has been No Which Way Be Man. Y'all let me know in the comment section below. I'm going to be getting both consoles, so it's not really going to matter to me. And like I said, definitely please stay safe out here, guys. Keep washing your hands, keep staying sterile, clean your house, clean your rooms, pretty often. Don't touch anybody, practice that social distancing, and, just please stay safe out there. I hope to see some of you guys in the stream later on the night. I'll be there. I can't really do too much. I'm kind of just staying away from people, self-quarantining myself. Your boy is doing good out here, for those of you who are wondering. So anyway, y'all, it's been No Which Way Be Man. I'm out.
I'ma hit it from the back, I'ma pull up on the